In 2003, I knocked on the door of a school on the North Shore of Chicago. And I was asking if I was inquiring about the possibility of renting that space so that we could launch a multi-site campus in this school. I was informed by the school that there was already a church meeting in the school, and so I said, well, here's my card. If anything changes, please call me. I got a call that week from that church. They were without a pastor, and they said, we understand that Willow Creek is looking to rent the space here. Could we sit down and talk with you about the possibility of sharing the facility together, was how they described it. I said, absolutely. So we met, and it became very apparent in our conversation that they weren't looking to just share the building, they wanted to join us. And like most pastors and church leaders, I had sort of a vague negative notion about church mergers, not being really a good thing, and so I kind of tried to talk them out of this idea. I tried to say, look, we're not the only church, the best way, the only way to do church, but we have a very distinct way of doing church. It's not the typical way at Willow Creek. We're not looking to compromise or change that. I said, we like the way you do church. That's why we want to join you. And I said, well, we have some different viewpoints on things that aren't always in sync with the church world. He said, that's why we like Willow Creek. And so, we are very outward focused and evangelistic oriented, and we use the arts. And that's why we want to be more like that. And so it became very apparent they were really serious about this. And so fast forward, we had about 150 people, Willow Creekers, that were living in the area that we were going to launch with. They had about 150 people in their congregation. We took the next few months to work through all that process, and then we launched together the Willow Creek North Shore campus in 2003. Fast forward to today, that campus now has outgrown that location and just opened up their brand new $34 million facility, 70,000 square feet facility with 3,000 plus people attending. And that was my first experience with church merger. So when we had that experience and I filed that away, that was a good experience. When we launched this as two merged congregations, and filed that away in the back of my mind. And then, as I mentioned, as I left Willow Creek to serve the church at large to Multisite, I found in my consulting that more and more churches were being approached by churches could we join you? And so we wrote the book, Better Together, Making Church Mergers Work, because we saw there was something happening here, a different kind of merger.